You remember when John McCain did the penguin thing? He's like, how about that, Sarah Palin? We're like, what is that? Everybody's talking about what is that, right? It turns out there was a reason for it. Turns out internally they kept making Pirates of the Caribbean jokes inside his campaign. Especially with Lindsey Graham, who's his like bestest buddy in the whole wide world. They call each other at like 4:30 in the morning to tell jokes. I'm not kidding, okay? And they used to make Pirates of the Caribbean jokes. And so he liked that noise. And that's why he was doing it. How about that, Sarah Palin? I'm like, dude. I'm like, okay. No, come on, no. No, come on, though. You serious? You're running for president, man. You're like 72 years old. That's nuts. And Lindsey Graham used to love to kid around about Joe the Biden for some reason. They thought that was hilarious, like Joe the Plumber and Joe the Biden. So, and then McCain screwed up one day. And you remember that? He came out in his speech, and he's like, and Joe the Biden. What are you guys doing, man? What are you doing? But here's one of my favorite stories. You know how they were so secretive about their vice presidential selection? So they get their speechwriter, Matt Scully, and they get their communications aide, Nicole Wallace, and they secretly escort him to a little hotel in the middle of the country, and they're like, all right, you're going to meet the vice president. And they won't tell him who it is. It's so goofy. They're already there. What's with the drama, right? It's not like they're going to leak it to anyone. Anyway, they get him up, and they're going up in the elevator, and they're thinking, oh, who's it going to be? Who's going to be in the room? Is it going to be Colin Powell? Who's it going to be? And they open the room, and they're like, this is our selection. Matt Scully was like, I had no idea who it was. He's like, who is that? He's like, and Nicole Wallace was like, she was apparently had a root canal or something. She was high on prescription painkillers at the time. She's like, is that the governor of Alaska? They're like, yes, we picked the governor of Alaska. And they both looked at each other like, why? Why did you pick the governor of Alaska? And here comes another doozy. You remember that towel story where Sarah Palin comes out in the towel with this AIDS and for John McCain? And then she says, oh, just hold on a minute, I got to go change. I think she could have said that from the other room or had Todd Palin. And she's like, go talk to my husband, Todd Palin. And this is the first time they're meeting Todd Palin for some of these guys, like including Mark Salter, who is the chief writer and one of the top strategists for McCain, and Steve Schmidt. So they're going to talk to Todd Palin, but Todd Palin doesn't talk much. If you remember that Greta Van Susteren interview with him? So you're the first dude. He's like, yeah. Do you like that? He's like, not really. And he just gave short answers like that, right? So Mark Salter's just trying to joke around with him a little bit, and he says, so, I love this, man. They got the quotes. He says, so, what's the difference between a snowmobile and a snow machine anyway? Because, you know, he's a snow machine champion or whatever he is. Palin responds, they're the same thing. And so Salter's like, okay, then why not call it a snowmobile? Because it's a snow machine. Now Todd Palin is half Native Alaskan. Salter and Schmidt go out for a smoke. So Salter says to Schmidt, hey, what's up with the Eskimo? Is he on the level? He's like, is this guy messing with me, man? Or is he really that kind of slow? I'm asking you, snow machine, snow machine. He's like, because it's a snow machine. I love that, man. I'm going to call Todd Palin the Eskimo from now on. Is that all right? Can we do that? I got a letter the other day because somebody thought I was making fun of Filipinos. What am I making fun of Filipinos for? Because we said that Obama's speech was going to be heard in the Philippines and they weren't going to understand unless he was speaking Tagalog. And they're like, you might have gotten our language correctly, but do you know that we study in English? I know you study in English, dude. Just calm down. I wasn't getting at you. All right. Anyway, here's another great, great story, and we'll wrap it up with this one. And it goes to show you, oh, I got two more. Okay. They asked Cindy McCain, by the way, the whole McCain family, you know who they hated the most out of anybody? The one human being they hate the most in the world, Karl Rove. I got to give him credit for that. They asked Cindy McCain at one point, if you saw Karl Rove, would you stab him in the back? She said, no. I'd stab him in the front. I was like, damn, Cindy, I like that. Okay, now we're playing.